Okay, quick video on my wiring for my mini pulse with LED lights. So I basically, this time around, last time I did it on my Trojan, and I wired basically one wire and then I did connections from each LED to the next LED. The problem is if one of the solders breaks, you lose all of your lights. So in this case, it created a lot more wires, but I basically didn't create more than 2 connections to the LEDs. So I've got a ton of wires down here in the bottom. So basically, I connected all the wires in the front and all the wires in the rear, and then ran kind of one line to the center from each side, which then go into the plane and connect to the I have a switch on mine, and then they connect to the battery via the balancing port, which is much easier than soldering it to the EC3, the main line. On the soldering, I don't think that's focusing right, but basically you see those nice balls of solder on each end of the LED. The way I did that was I used I forgot what it's called, but the pointy tip soldering tip, much better than the chisel tip that I used last time. And I held it right to the little dot where you're supposed to put the solder. And then once I heard it kind of crackling a little bit, I touched the solder not to the soldering tip, but kind of to the dot directly. And it melted a really nice ball right on. And then I pre-tinned the wire and basically laid the tinned wire on top and then just touched it for a split second to the top of the wire, and it melted right on and formed a nice connection. I used the Gorilla Tape to tape all my stuff down. It's starting to peel off a little bit, so I wouldn't recommend it. I think maybe electrical tape might be better, but it's doing the job. That's it. Biggest tip is on the soldering, use the pointy tip like I said, and I peeled off a little bit of the backing, so the sticky stuff, and I taped each end of the strip down flat so it stayed still, and that led to a lot better soldering. At first I was trying to hold it down with like screwdrivers and stuff, and it's much easier when you tape it down. That's it. Good luck.